Spiritual Psychics TV is hosting the first annual recognition of achievements, acknowledging those who dedicate their lives to a spiritual act of kindness. Spiritual Psychics TV, bringing spiritual people together.
Hello.
Happy New Year to everybody.
Happy New Year. Hello, everybody. Say hello to us. Go on, Marcus.
Good evening,
I don't know what to
everybody,
say.
and welcome to Spiritual Psychics TV. Deb's invited me again to one of these picture night, what we call them picture nights. And if you can like and follow, if you're following on Facebook, please like and follow, because if you don't like and follow, we will not be able to see your comments and you won't be able to have a reading. It's nothing at all to do with Spiritual Psychics TV. It's all to do with Facebook. So just press the like button, press the follow, share, and then hopefully, then if you sent your picture in, then you might be chosen for a reading. Over to you, Deb.
Oh.
Yeah. If anybody's already sent a picture in from the last show, and hopefully you enjoyed the last show, then that picture's already logged with Richard. You wouldn't have to send it again.
There you go then. So only newbies then that haven't sent their photos in, send the photos in to Richard. He'll put the address up, I think, on the screen, won't you, Richard? I don't know if you've got it already, but you should see the address. Send your pictures in or your photographs, and we'll see what we can do, and we'll choose a few, see if we can get a link.
Yeah, and as Deb just mentioned, you said we're going to see if we can get a link. And what you've got to understand is, although you send a picture in, we work with Spirit, and we are directed by Spirit to go either to the work off the picture or to the person. And it might not be that particular person that comes through as the contact. And we're not going to make anything fit. We're going to work with Spirit in our way. Deb and I have worked together numerous times, and last time we had quite a bit of fun. We really enjoyed it, didn't we, Deb? But we just deal with the information that Spirit give us. So hopefully, I mean, the last time we linked into quite a few of the photographs and got some validation. The most important thing is, if you're saying yes to something, please tell us what you're saying yes to, because the last time we found that the links were much stronger and the information was coming a little bit stronger if we were getting that validation.
Yeah, it's like a conversation, isn't it? You see, it's a conversation between the three of us. So please tell us what you're saying yes to. And I think that's it. I think we're streaming to YouTube and to Facebook as well. So like Marcus said, you've got to follow. If you want to comment on this or you want a reading, you'll have to follow on Facebook. Follow and like us on Facebook, because otherwise we won't see any of your comments. So please follow us, and also share it with your friends as well.
Share it with all. Yeah, share it with all your contacts, because Spiritual Psychics TV is free to everybody, and we need to get more people involved. We need to get more people subscribing to the YouTube and liking and sharing on Facebook and YouTube. Richard just informed us that you should be able to see on your screen where to send the photograph to. It should be coming up on your screen.
If somebody can just confirm that you can actually see the link, we'd be grateful. Because Richard says he can see it, but people are still asking where to send the photograph. So there's something that somebody's not seeing somewhere. So if somebody can confirm that you can actually see the address where you see the photo, you send them to, let us know via a message. Okay.
Yeah, please just send one picture. Don't send multiple pictures. One picture per person, please. That's what just mentioned.
To be honest, I mean, you don't have to send numerous photos of your family anyway. You just need the one, and everybody else will just pop in. They don't need a photo to pop in anyway. So you just need one for us to focus on. You don't have to send everybody else, because like we say, once we're focused on one, then the other members of your family might pop in anyway. So just one. Don't bombard Richard. He's under pressure as it is. And he'll have a go at me and Marcus, and we don't want that.
Have we got any hellos, Richard? Because I can only see hello. Okay.
Richard's having to do loads of things at once, so he's having to get the pictures in, look at them, look at your comments, try and get your comments.
Good evening,
so we'll say a
Terry.
few hellos. Hiya, Terry.
Hiya,
Cheryl.
Hello, Alison.
Sarah. Hiya, Sarah. Happy New Year to you as well.
Evening, Ruth. And if you can tell us where you're from as well, please.
Hello, Olivia. I haven't seen you before. Yvonne as well.
Happy New Year, Donna.
Charmaine Walsh. Hiya.
Hello, Wendy. Good evening. Happy New Year.
Abby. Hiya, Abby. There seems to be a lot on YouTube coming through. Hiya, Keith.
Susanna, good evening. Hopefully you're going to have a good evening this evening, and we're going to work as like we did last time. We had a lot of fun last time, didn't we, Deb? So.
We did. We felt sorry for Spirit.
Hello, Suzanne.
Coming up. Hey. Put the hellos up. So we're just saying a few hellos.
Happy New Year, Vicky. Hope you enjoyed it this evening.
Hello, Elaine. How are you?
Joanne, hello.
Hello, Joanne.
Lovely Joanne.
Claire, hello from Dundee. Nice pic.
Good evening, Jackie from the Lake District. Oh, beautiful up there.
Very nice. Yeah. Dee from Cork, very nice.
Good evening, Julie. Rochdale. Don't forget to share and like and follow, especially on Facebook, if you want to see your comments.
Hiya, Julie. Happy New Year to you as well.
Fiona, Happy New Year to you. Hope you have a fantastic New Year.
Hello, Lynn. How are you?
Hi, Heidi.
Well. Petra, Aldershot. Hello.
Army place there, Aldershot Army. Played the Army Cup final there.
Yeah, please. Richard's got.
As I say, Richard's got a lot of work on this evening, because he's sorting through the emails, he's sorting through the pictures. So please give us some feedback. When we get the first photograph, when we get the first link, just type in as fast as you can, because there is a 16-second delay on Facebook. And there's nothing we can do this side, so we'll just carry on working. If we keep on giving information, we don't see the validation or feedback coming up, we'll move on to the next photo. Richard's just going to get the first photo up, and then Deb and I are going to see if we can work that. Could you make it a little bit larger, please, Richard? And more to your... Oh, yeah, it just needs to go a little bit across to your right. A little bit more. Yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect. That was perfect there, Richard. Yeah. Yeah.
Lovely. You know, the first thing I've got with this, Marcus, is the lady going, oh, there's a bit of argy-bargy going on here, isn't that? There's a bit of argy-bargy going on here. And you know how they used to knock each other with their elbows? She's doing a bit of this, so I don't know who this lady belongs to, but she's talking about argy-bargy, she's talking about. So Heidi, I think this is a mum I've got with me that's talking about this bit of argy-bargy. And the first thing she's doing with me, Heidi, sorry, Marcus, I've started already.
No, you carry on.
She's doing a bit of this, Heidi. So I don't know who does this when they talk, whether it was her or you, but she's making me do this with my hands, and my hands are getting a little bit sweaty here as well. So she's talking about somebody with sweaty hands, she is. She just said to me, oh, Margaret, I've got Margaret. She's talking about Margaret with you as well. And she's talking about the month of June. The month of June means something to you as well, or to her, the month of June, anniversary, birthday or passing. And she's just said to me, she's doing this, so which is symbolic for me, for you've been sending your prayers up to Spirit, asking for a bit of healing. She's talking about Heidi. So you've been sending your prayers up to Spirit for a little bit of healing. And she's talking about your grandma wants to come in and give you that healing. So your grandma must have been a nice healer, because she's sending you that healing. She's just talking to me about the name Flo, means something to you as well. So there's a lady in spirit called Flo that just wants to pop in and say hello. And also John in spirit also wants to say hello. Now this lady's bringing lavender around you. She keeps blowing. She's just said to me, I'm blowing a bit of lavender. She's saying, I'm blowing a little bit of lavender around you to keep you calm. So that's unusual, because nobody said that to me before about lavender. But she says, the lavender's here to keep you nice and calm and relaxed, she's saying, because you need to unwind. I don't know if you've got yourself wound up, Heidi, but you need to unwind, she's saying. You need to relax and unwind. Take a deep breath, she's saying. Take a deep breath. And also, I'm going to hand over to Marcus. They've just said to me, hang over to Marcus in a minute. But she's talking about taking a deep breath and taking your surroundings and the beauty of what's around you, Heidi. She's talking to me about that. But they've just said, oh, hand over to Marcus. So over I go.
Thank you, Deb. And you know, good evening, Heidi. Lovely to see you. And just as Debbie said to take a deep breath, I went to take a deep breath and I started coughing again. So this, if I'm linking into this particular same lady as Deb, there was a little bit of a chesty condition, and it was like hoarse. The feeling that I've got is not just chesty. You know, quite often when you're trying to take a breath and and you catch yourself and she's making me tap this like that. So I feel it is with this lady that we're linking with. Just a little bit of validation on that, please, Heidi. But the thing is, Heidi, it's the determination of this person. The determination. So there's something in and around you that you really need to be determined about, because the character that's coming forward, there's also someone this side that's having problems with the left foot, she's telling me. It's the arches on the foot, she's telling me. And also, she used to be the boss. Okay? No ifs or buts about. She was the boss. I'm the boss. And when she said to me, I asked her a question, and she just said, what? But it was without the H. It was what, as in W-O-T, what, or W-A-T-T. And it was just the way in the manner. And I need a little bit of feedback there. Oh, right, I got you. That's where I got the chest back. Because when we first started tonight, both Debbie and I was coughing. Debbie mentioned something, and I was about to say to Deb, "Oh, I'm sure this is our first link." But anyway, the thing was, although it used to affect her, she used to get quite hot in the face as well, because she just put a lot of hot heat on my face. Now, June is two things with June. Three things. She's just, okay, God, she's bossy as hell. She's bossy as hell. I just said two things. She said, no, there's three. In June, there's a birthday. In June, there's a passing. And in June, there's a wedding. And she just said, and you might recognize this, Heidi. She did that with her head. She went, and just for the extra bit as well, there's Jack, who died at the age of 62. And he just went. Determined is a bit of an understatement. When she was focused, Heidi, I'll tell you now, she would not move. She would not move her distraction. She wouldn't get distracted. Some people call it focus. Some people she was stubborn. If she got the bit between the teeth. There's also, when we said the bit between the teeth, there's also someone that links with horses, because I just saw, and she also said, who laughs like the horse? Who laughs like the horse? Ha, 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 because she just did it, the horsey bit there. And I've just got a neck problem as well of someone this side. Over to you, Deb.
Oh, John and Charlie want to say hi, Heidi, as well. She's bringing in John and Charlie for you as well. And she's talking about somebody called Adam down here that's got a few problems, as she's describing. So when you find Adam, you might hear of a few problems around him. She's talking about your television and the interference on your television. So watch for that as well. And she's saying that poem or nursery rhyme, Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. She's bringing that in, but she tells me that you go out and look at the stars as well. So she's telling you to watch also, Heidi, for a shooting star as well. I don't know whether it's a memory or it's coming up. No, it's coming up. She's saying watch for the shooting star. And before she goes, she wants to bring in the Northern Lights as well, whether it's a memory or you're going, but there's going to be some link to go in to see the Northern Lights as well. And also a link to Italy as well. So watch for the link to Italy that's coming up. With the month of September, she's bringing in as well. She's just saying to me, your nan wants to say hello. And she keeps talking to me about Flo. So even though I don't know if you can take Flo, watch for the name Flo coming in from Spirit as well, because she wants to be remembered. She keeps coming back. And also Betty. There's a lot of people you know in Spirit as well, they're telling me. So all these names that are popping through are just people shouting at me saying, can you say hello? Can you say hello? Watch your legs. She's talking about swelling of legs, Heidi. So I don't know if you suffer with that at the moment. She's talking to me about water retention. So watch for that as well, okay? But she's sending a love. She's making me blow your kisses. She's just said to me, I must go. Something's burning. So I don't know who regularly burnt the cooking or something like that. She's saying something's burning, so I must go. And she's just sending a love and leaving you with that from me, unless Marcus wants to add.
Yeah. Just I know Heidi said she couldn't take the dates in June. I'll just deal with those, that and the other one, and also the Jack. Everyone.
No, you see, I got Jack as well, Marcus. Yeah, I got Jack, so there will be a Jack.
On the June ones, I know you said you can't take them at the moment, Heidi, but if you ever find them, the 18th was the birthday, the 4th was the passing, 4th of June was the passing, and the 29th was the wedding. And Jack, who died at the age of, well, I put it that he died at 62 because I saw 62. You've got to look on someone called Steve's side, okay? And we'll move on to the next one now. Is that okay, then?
Yeah, that's fine. It doesn't matter if you don't know the names, though. People think that the names are important, but these are people that belong to you. It's just that they're popping in to say hello because they know that at some stage in your life, you're going to find out who they are. So take the names on board. Even if you don't know them at the moment, you will find out where they are because they obviously belong to you because they're coming in saying hello. So they know you, even though you don't know them. that right, Marcus?
Yes, 100%. 100%.
Perfect.
As I said, we don't make anything fit. We give the information, and even if it's weeks or months down the line, if you get that validation, then at least you know that they've come to say hello. Have we got the next one, please, Richard?
Yeah. Sometimes
Richard,
it's good evidence.
obviously,
So
Richard has got a huge amount to do, so you will have to bear with us because he's got to sort out all the emails and everything else. But you've got the lovely Deb and I.
but we can chat, can't we?
Oh, of course, we can chat. We can chat.
Oh, yeah. The award ceremony. I can't even say it. the award ceremony.
The award thing. Yeah.
The award thing. The award thingy on the SPTV site.
Yeah, on the
How do you
SPTV.
explain it? Go on, Marcus. You'll explain it better than me.
On the SPTV, sorry, Spiritual Psychics TV site, there's going to be an award ceremony. The voting's open up until the 5th of May, and there's various different categories. If you look on the site and you can have a look at all the nominees, you can nominate people. There'll be various different candidates, such as Best Evidential Medium, Best Presenter, whatever. It's where people can put people forward and vote for who they think either is the best in their category, that have gone out to their way to work on a spiritual side of things without ego, basically. So have a look on the site. There's a lot of work gone into it, and voting is open up until the 5th of May. So don't forget to have a look at the site. And you. Right, is Joe Stainsbury here, please? Because we need. I know we got a 16-second delay, but we need to know that Joe Stainsbury's here, because that's the next photo that's been chosen. If you're not, we will move on to the next photo. We'll move on to the next photo. Oh, 4th of May. I know I just said the 5th of May about the thing, but I've just picked up the 4th of May as a birthday, so day before. Okay, the next.
Richard's under pressure because of all these things coming through, but we're just getting to, we've only just started this show, so we've got to work out a way of doing it, haven't we?
Yeah. Joe, if you've come in on via Facebook, you've got to like and follow on the Facebook, or we won't be able to see your comments, and we will have to move on. If you haven't liked and you haven't followed on the Facebook, we won't be able to see your comments.
We can't even tell if she's there, can we? Still, you see. Oh.
Yeah, if you don't like or follow, the comments are not being sent from Facebook to to the channel. So you definitely have to like or follow. Definitely have to like or follow. Right. Okay. Here we go. Okay, Joe, good evening. We've got them. Yes, I do like and follow. That's great, because it's just come through. We do apologise for the delay in that. Soon as this come up, I just got a bit of a dizziness, to be honest with you, and I went a little bit dizzy. I hope I'm linking into this person. As you've got to understand, Joe might not necessarily be the first contact, or the contact might not be the photo, but all of a sudden I've got a gentleman that just went out, his face went out of focus, and I like a little bit of a drink as well, and I'm just hiccuped. So the person that I've gone tried to give us some feedback straight away to check that we're on the wavelength, Joe. Okay, and whilst I've got the contact I've got, the gentleman I've got at the moment, is talking about there's a birthday on the 4th of May. Well, I picked that up just as we were chatting, but I needed the character I've got is he's just out of focus and a little bit confused, and there's a confusion around you at the moment, Joe, about a given situation. Someone's telling me, and as I say, I'm just trying to pull this person a little bit closer because he's put a bit of a furrow on my head, and he's just saying, look, things have to be sorted. They have to be sorted. So, Joe, you know someone this side that when they talk with their hands a lot and they make sort of sharp movements. Can you just give us a little bit of feedback on that? And, wow. Yes to the drink and the dizziness. Oh, right. Thank you so much. Now, so as soon as I saw that, I got him, and he's quite emotional. And he's got his fist. He says, look, if I could sort things out again, I would. But at times, I just didn't even know my own mind at times. It's as if before he passed, he started worrying about things, which was out of character, a little bit out of character here, a little bit out of character there. I'm not saying it was, sort of gone as far as dementia or something like that, but it was the forgetfulness and things that were going, and my mind just wasn't my own. But what? I'm okay. And he's just put 2 thumbs up. What? So that means something, and I'm okay. 2 birthdays in February, 1 in November, and an anniversary of a lady's passing just before Christmas. Over to you, Deb.
Oh, you see, now I've got the lady. Now I've got a lady with me that is actually helping this gent to come through. So this is a lady on your mum's side. So I think this is Nan on your mum's side, Joe, that's coming through. But she's having to help this gentleman come through. Now this lady's quite forceful as well. I mean, in a strong way, you know what I mean? But she's the one that's giving me the confusion as well. Okay, because she's talking like Mark has got a bit confused. This lady's getting confused as well. So I know she had a problem with getting a little bit confused, but she's talking about her words getting mixed up. I mean, obviously she's all right now, but when she was down here, she's talking about words getting mixed up. She's talking about somebody that's garbling. So she's describing them as garbling on. So there's somebody around you. You know that saying, they can talk the talk, but can they walk the walk? She's describing somebody around you, Joe, as that. And this lady's having a bit of a giggle about that saying, they can talk the talk, but can they walk the walk, Joe? She's bringing in a nursing link as well, this lady is. She's talking in, okay, your mum's Nan, so this is the Nan I've got. But she's bringing in a nursing link around you as well. So there's a nursing link somewhere in the family. But she's also telling me there's a nursing link going back. So you may well find that as well. Wants to link with the name Joy. She mentions Joy, the name Joy as well. And she's talking about a new baby coming around you, Joe. So watch for the new baby. This Nan has also got 2 babies with her in spirit as well. So you should know of 2 babies in spirit. She's actually said there is a twin link in your family as well. She's talking about, Richard, the name Richard. She mentions Richard down here. Okay, so watch for the Richard link down here. When they mention somebody down here, it's either because you're going to get a link with them or they need some healing, but there's some connection with Richard. And Nan is also talking about, she says, a trip to Florida. So watch for the mention of Florida or the trip to Florida. She also wants me to give you, I don't know if this is a place, Highbridge. I've never heard of it myself, but she's saying give a Highbridge as meaning something. And she's just took me up to Loch Lomond. So there's a link up that way as well that she's bringing in for you as well. But she just wanted to pop in and say hello. She wants to send you some healing, but yours is healing for like mithering. She says you mither, you worry. So she wants to send you some healing to stop you from worrying. She's saying pack all your troubles in your old kit bag. that song and smile, 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 and don't worry. She's saying you actually with that song that comes from the war. I think she's actually taking me back to World War One. So you've got a link to that in your family as well. Somebody serving in the trenches, she's just said to me, in World War One in spirit. So you'll find that as well when you do some research, okay? And I think that's it. I'll leave. Oh, somebody needs to mend a fence, Joe. Somebody needs to mend a fence, she's saying. Your people, Marcus, have just said to me, go over to Marcus, go over to Marcus. So you must have some. Because I said, who is that? And they said, we're Marcus's people. Yeah. Go over to Marcus.
Oh, thanks, Deb.
Over to Marcus.
They're working well together. I know you said you couldn't take the dates, Joe, but when I was Deb was just talking, the lady's passing in December was 5 days before Christmas, who was the 20th. Okay, if you ever find it. And they also told me as well that you should be able to link with the birth weight of £7 3 ounces. And don't necessarily link this next bit of information to this, but also a baby that was born on a Friday morning. Don't necessarily link those together. And as we said earlier, you know, especially with specific dates and things going forward, it doesn't make any difference if it comes weeks down the line. It's great if we can get them here and now, but what we do, we just deal with the information that they've given us. But the lady said, and I keep on tripping over my words again. I just wanted to wind this up. I thought I just want to get that out, and there's someone this side that either has a very slight speech impediment, or they're not confident in speaking. Or having it's as if someone just needs that little bit of tweaking with a little bit of speech therapy or something of that nature, and somebody's rubbing their hands nicely. So something's gone right. Something's really gone right. And I think I'll just leave it at that, Deb, if that's all right. Don't forget. Go on. Have you got something there?
Hang on a minute. Your nan's just showing me. She's calling it a brick cake. And what she's got a fruit cake, and it's the shape of a brick, and she's dropped it, and it's made a right noise, and she's calling it the brick cake. And I said to her, "What's this about?" She says, "I think somebody must have cooked a cake that was like a brick. You know what I mean? You dropped it and it made a bit of a noise." Apparently it was still eaten, but it was quite heavy. But she's bringing that as a memory in for you as well. She's talking about that. You see, I don't know whether I'm on to my next link, Joe, or you, because I'm getting pain here in my head and around this eye. It's like a sinus pain, a headachy pain. So I don't know whether that's going to be for you, or it might be on our next link, and I've linked into them too quick. But take that. But they just wanted your nan's just come because she's quite a strong lady, and she wants to give you. Oh, she just said, I just want to give her lots of love. I just want to give the family love. She's talking about. So she's here to give you the love and give you a little bit of upliftment and a hug at the same time. Okay.
And can I just jump in for a last thing, because I can just read what Joe's saying about the fence at the allotment. But I feel the original guy came in with a bit of dizziness. He's also saying that the fence, a relationship fence, or where they said a bridge needs to be built as well. Because just as I read that, the guy came in, gave me a bit of dizziness, and he might have not been the type to build those fences, but it's as if to say, that saying, good fences, good neighbours, good fences. And I don't know if it's an enabling, but there does mean somebody needs to sort of pull things together as well. Yeah. Oh,
and get the right size nails, Joe, for the fence. Don't get too short nails. Get big ones. They're telling me they need big. You're all getting the same pain as me, Marcus.
Yeah,
she's talking about big nails. There you go.
All right. We move on to the next one. Yeah, I'll leave you start on that one. It just travelled down there.
So you've got it the opposite side to me. I've got it this side. But it's the same side on camera, isn't it? The way we're facing.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird? You've got it down here. I've got it down here. Yeah. So we've got it the same side. How?
63.
That's now.
Susan Ross is the next link. Susan Ross.
Okay.
Sorry, next message, not next link.
Susan, say hello so that we know you're on. You see, when you said Susan Ross, I've got another lady. You see, a lady coming in. I've got a strong lady coming in with you, Susan. But I do feel this isn't mom. This is going up a bit. In fact, you've got two. You've got a nan, and you've also got your great grandma as well with her on the same side. So mom's side, I think. So you've got a nan, and then you've got a great grandma. Before I even see the picture, the nan's coming together. Just telling me they're a force to be reckoned with. They're a force to be reckoned with. Okay. They're talking about, they're here because they're talking about you need, they're calling it a little bit of motivation. They're talking about at the moment. So you need some motivation to get on with things. They're talking about progressing with something and to get on with things. And these nans are together giving you this push in the right direction. Okay. But they're also talking. Susan, confirm you're here. I'll keep talking while they're with me until you confirm you're here. Okay. But they're talking about this push to get you moving forward. Okay. Because they're talking about you dithering with something at the moment. So they're singing that song, making your mind up, making your mind up. So there's something about you dithering or deciding on something. In fact, you're coming to, you're going down a pathway and they're putting it off in two branches. So there's a bit of a decision to be made, Susan. Somebody's telling me here, your nan has just said to me, talk in an Australian accent. I can't talk in an Australian accent, right? So I think she means there must be a link to Australia somewhere with you as well, or there's going to be this link to Australia because she's given me that, and she's also talking about kangaroos. There's kangaroos as well, but she's given me a teddy kangaroo as well. So I don't know if that's a memory or whether it's connected to the link with Australia, but that's who I'm getting through. Two ladies coming both together, telling me that December means something to you as well. So I'll leave Marcus, see if he can. I might be able to get this lad in a minute, but bring it over to Marcus.
It was just this pain in my left hand side, and I'm not sure that it was like a sinusy thing, but it was in my jaw, and I picked up this. But and I'm not saying, Susan, I'm not saying I'm linking Hooli into the photograph at the moment, okay? Because we, what I'm doing, I'm just feeling a bit fed up. When I'm trying to link into this photo, I'm just feeling a bit fed up and a little bit depressed and a little bit, because when I look at the photo, I think, oh, a very confident person and everything else, but I'm just a little bit fed up. I've been given the name Michael. I just picked up on the name Michael, and there's someone that absolutely, who's in spirit, that would have liked whiskey, not neck the whiskey and sort of that type, but used to appreciate whiskey, I'm being told. But I just got a little bit of depression around me at the moment. I just need this little bit of validation, Susan, whether I'm linking into the photo or with someone else, because it's as if, this feeling that everything wasn't okay, everything was just getting on top of me, everything was just pulling me down, I wasn't the bright spark that I used to be, and it's all around that. We need a little bit of validation, right? Because I can move on and just give you the information I've got, but I just really need to sort of link into this person that's getting close to me. Oh, oh God! But it hurts the face. It hurts the face, Susan. That I've got it this side, but it hurts the face, and it's as if it's a little bit more than sinuses. It's oh God! It hurts the bones. It hurts the cheekbones. It hurts the head and everything else.
Neuralgia, is it? Neuralgia as well, like that.
Yeah. Susan, can you take the name Michael and the male in spirit that would have been fed up and quite depressed? You can take that. I don't know please say what you can take, because you're saying yes, you can take that, but I'm just trying to work out what part it is, because this person's okay, but he's giving me this feeling that he was before he passed, and it was a depression, and it was things weren't going right, and just and what he's making me put my head into my shoulders as if I want to hunch my shoulders over, and I'm just so fed up, and I'm just so fed up. Now, don't link this with the information I've just given you, Susan, okay? But there is also a gentleman in spirit that took his own life. Don't necessarily, I'm not gluing this together, but there's also someone in spirit that took his own life. Okay, and I'm feeling quite emotional. I'm feeling I just don't know which way to turn on this. Don't relate the situation of the passing or the taking of their own life. Do not relate it to this next bit of information, please, Susan. But there was someone this side that mentally they're just all over the place because they're so stressed. It's nothing at all to do with this person. It's just that the confusion's there, and I just need a way out. I just need a way out of this given situation. And this person wants to come and just say, just settle it down. Just settle it down. It'll work its way. It'll work its way. Just need a little bit of validation on that before I work any more on that. I'll pass over to you, Deb.
Yeah, I've still got these two ladies with me at the moment, but they have got a gentleman with them, but he hasn't come through yet. He's not coming through to me yet, but I do know that he's quite quiet because I've got the ladies standing on either side of him. So I think he's one of these people that won't speak a lot if he doesn't know you. You know what I mean? So because he doesn't know Marcus and I, he's probably trying. He's working us out. I feel like he's working us out at the moment, Marcus. He's trying to work us out. And they've got these two ladies guiding him to try and give him a bit of a boost. But she's talking about somebody here that plays with their lip like this. I keep doing this. So there's somebody around you, Susan, that keeps playing with their lip as well. And this nanny's also bringing me, she's just said to me, taking you into the wilderness. So I don't know if you live in a place where there's a load of wilderness and countryside around you, but she's describing it as taking you into the wilderness, or somebody likes going into the wilderness. She's just talking to me about, and like camping, a bit like Bear Grylls type thing. Like to be left alone. I want to be left alone on my own in the wilderness. And that's what she's bringing to me. You got something else, Marcus?
Yeah, it's just that when you were talking about the two ladies and the gentleman, I'm not linking into the ladies. I'm just linking into the gentleman, and it's exactly as you said, Deb. It's as if they are there to support him, and there's a coldness on my legs at the moment, and it's as if he's just wants to shrink in a little bit. You know what I mean? And they are just giving him the warmth and that confidence to communicate. And I'm not 100% sure, but it's as if this could be the first time he's communicating. I'm not 100% sure on that, because quite often they just bring their character just to prove that they are.
Yeah.
But I know you said yes to Michael, Susan, but there's also someone this side that's either on blood thinners or some sort of tablets on blood thinners. And the gentleman that I'm linking into would have could melt someone's heart just by looking side like that and just looking down with a little smile, because he's just turned his head turned his head and went like that. And it's as if he could get away with murder. And that's without any love, nature, wilderness on his own. There's also,
I've got them singing to me, Marcus, before I forget. I'm just interrupting. They're singing in my ear, Susan. Oh, the long-haired lover from Liverpool. That song from Jimmy Osmond, weren't it?
Yeah, it was Jimmy Osmond.
The long-haired lover from Liverpool. And they're singing to that to me at the moment. So I don't know if it's a song that means something to you or Jimmy Osmond, somebody liking the Osmonds, but I've got that in my head at the moment. So I'll leave you with Marcus for a sec.
And I don't feel this is the gentleman. I know that you're saying, yes. So at least you're validating some of the information, albeit we don't know which part, Susan. And I don't feel this is the initial gentleman that we're linking into, especially if it's the photo. But there is a gentleman in spirit that suffered with lung cancer before he passed. And he went down and down and down, and the weight went off him. And the thing is, if you can link with that, Susan, and that particular gentleman, he's telling me that he carried on smoking and also a Catholic link. And I think that's it. They just because they showed me the rosary, and he said, always went down the pub after mass and just had a pint and just left that. Okay. Have you got any more, Deb? Yes, lung cancer.
Jimmy, the name Jimmy. I know some of the song, but they told me that you can find the name Jimmy as well. So there you go, Mark. Yeah. Stage of lung cancer.
Yeah, just as I said there. But the thing was, it was those couple of days before he passed. He carried on smoking, and Susan, they want to thank you for something you've done. I was just about to close this and say, let's move on to the next one. And they've just crowded around. And you have done something extremely important, Susan. Okay? They're not opening that up for me, but they've come and said, thank you very much. You have done it. You either said something in the right place. You've either put someone's mind at rest, you've either reassured someone, you've done something. I don't know what it is. They're not going to tell me. They said it's not you. The person with lung cancer would use the word bloody. And he said, it's none of your bloody business. It's none of your bloody business. Excuse my French. I shouldn't say that word when we're online anyway, but it was the way in which he said, and I hope that links into you, Susan, okay? And don't forget, the 2nd of April should mean something as well. And we'll move. Are you all right to move on, Deb?
Yeah.
Thank you for the feedback, Susan. It's so important, because the thing is, as soon as we see it up on the screen, that link gets a little bit stronger.
The name Nora should mean something to you as well, Susan. Just popping in while we're waiting for the next one. Nora from Spirit wants to say hello to you as well.
Yeah. Richard just requested, can you please don't send multiple emails. Just send one email. If there's multiple emails, they're not going to get through. They'll just be deleted. We just need one email. One email per person, one photo per person.
We'll sort this out.
Yeah. And the guy, just as we're filling in as I'm sorry because I just shook the thing, didn't I? So I must have shaken there. Just as we're filling in until the next photo comes up, Susan, the thing is, please just give me that tiny little bit of feedback, because you have done something really nice, and you might be quite humble, but they are thanking you for it. They really are. You've either changed someone's life or helped someone or whatever. I'd just like to get that rubber stamped. And somebody's, you would, yeah.
14, 1 and 4.
Just to say to everybody, Richard's asking us to give a number, so it's random. We give a number, the photo will be taken, and as long as you've liked and followed, then we'll be able to see your comments.
And it's very strange though, because I've got somebody looking at me at the moment from, you know, sometimes I would just chat for a minute, folks, while Rich is sorting out.
Yeah.
But when you look at your blinds, I'm looking at my blind here, and I've got a lady staring back at me from my blind, and I can see her as clear as day. So if anybody's got a lovely, it's not a very good description, she's lovely looking because she's looking at me side on, but she's got dark hair, and she's got a little bit of a fringe, and her hair's coming down like this. She's actually sitting like this, I think, but she's got something in her hair. I don't know whether it's a rose or a white coloured flower in her hair as well. So if anybody's got a mum, she's telling me she's got lovely dark black hair. It's quite showing me herself a little bit better now. It's quite bulky, thick black hair. She's showing herself as lovely dark eyes as well. So if anybody can take her, let us know, because she's just appeared on my photo on my blind. And I'm looking at her here, waiting. She's actually telling me there's a bracelet somewhere as well. But there you go.
Cheryl.
Hiya, Cheryl. I never know, you know, Marcus, where that's pronounced Cheryl or Cheryl. I don't know whether it's, you can say it either way, or
Cheryl, yeah.
it's
Cheryl.
Cheryl. I will say Cheryl, but there you go. Happy New Year to you as well, Cheryl.
Just as I'm looking at this photo, because it's a bit blurred, but I've got a wicked sense of humour. That's what I'm picking up. A wicked sense of humour, because I can't see the photo that much, but I've got, you know, when someone looks at you and you know there's that little bit of, oh, that's better. Oh, that's better. Thank you, Richard. And it's as if there's always that glint in the eye. There's always that glint in the eye, and there's always that little bit of maybe teasing, winding up, because I'm picking up on the character, a little bit of teasing, a little bit of winding up, but just so much. Oh, do you know, blokes at times, we're useless. We are useless because they try to hide their emotions and everything else, and try to be the macho and all this, that, and the other. But the person that I'm picking up, and I hope it's this person in the photo, could deal with his emotions, knew exactly where he was coming from, knew exactly what he wanted to do, could deal with sensitive situations. Cheryl, could you give us a little bit of feedback if I'm on the right lines, if I'm linking into this character right? Because I have got some other information where I'm going to pass over to Deb now.
Do you know what the first thing I got with this picture was, Cheryl, was he's talking to me about UFOs. Somebody who's got an interest in UFOs and also Star Trek is talking to me about that as well. So there's somebody around you, if it's not him, that's got this interest. Or there's investigations to do with UFOs that he's talking about. And he's also talking to me about May. The month of May means something to you, but also the name May will mean something to you as well, Cheryl, as well. He's talking to me about that. He's talking about you crossing dates off a calendar as if you're looking forward to something.
Thank you, Cheryl.
There you go. Yeah, you're crossing dates off a calendar as if you're looking forward to something. He's talking about going on a trip, thinking about going on a trip, perhaps, because he's just said thinking about going on some trips. Okay, and these are like coach trips as well, so I'd watch for that coming up as well. Now he's also talking about problems with feet. Is it you with the UFOs? Talking about problems with feet. He's talking to me about that. Okay, it's like as if my feet are really puffy, as if it's mainly on my toes as well, Cheryl. So somebody's got quite puffy red toes as well. He's bringing that in as well. And he's also talking about, I don't know what happened. He's just saying to me, it must be a memory. He's talking about somebody that had a real bad toenail that almost like pulled it out. It had to be removed or something like that. So somebody had a problem with one of the toenails that they either pulled out or they had to have it removed as well. On to you, Marcus.
Yeah,
From-
because Gerald told me about his sense of humour and he hit me again with it. Oh, it was lovely, lovely, lovely. Cheryl, is someone this side that's got a dodgy hip? Okay, I feel it's this side because the it, it's the way in which he gave me the information. He just said, if you, and it's a lady. It's a lady this side. It's because he showed me someone walking, and what he's indicating is that they don't so much walk as they waddle because they hip. There. So I hope you can take that. But he's got a bit of a serious side as well because he's, although I love his humour, there's got to be a memory of someone sitting and seeing a sunset. And it was so beautiful that I had a tear. Okay, it was so beautiful because he's just, that's a memory somewhere. Just somewhere. My mum and his wife heard about. Oh right, okay. All right, okay. But the memory about someone who was so moved by the sunset that I had a tear, and he's indicating to me that story time, so whoever used to do the story time, it wasn't to be messed with. It's a serious thing, story time. So I don't know if that's someone this side or someone that side or whatever, but the story time was the close time and was the, I'm not saying it was always a bedtime or whatever, but the story time and the stories that would be told, it was serious. Although emotional and fun and everything else, it was a way in which bringing people together. So Cheryl, you need to tell that story. You used to go camping. Oh, bless you. Oh my! But it's got to be a tear. There's got to be a tear because he's put a tear on my eye, Cheryl. He's put a tear on my eye at this sunrise, and there's a story you've got to tell, Cheryl, because there's so much in the heart. It's got to be put out. It's got to be put out there. And there's also, he says, if I give you a month, you'll take a year. Never heard that before. Inch and a mile. He's just said that. I think he used to do things like that, you know, sort of like give you an inch, take a mile. He said, if I give you a month, you take a year. And he's done that with his hand. And what? There's a lady in spirit. There's a lady in spirit that had severe arthritis. So much so, her hands were like they were gnarled. And there's also someone this side's got lower back problem as well. I'll pass over to you, Deb. He just said, you spoke too long. That's what he did. He just said to me, you spoke too long.
I don't know if I've got. I don't know. I've just forgotten what I was going to say. So I don't know what was going on. I think I've got a lady with me, Cheryl, as well, but she's making me forget things. She's making me forget what I'm talking about because I was going to say something else here, and she's made me forget it. She's just talking about the hills are alive with the sound of music. All right, she wants me to sing that to you. So this lady likes the hills are alive with the sound of music, and also the name Lily should mean something to you as well. Lily, you've got a few babies in spirit in your family as well, Cheryl. That she's given me at least 3. So there's 3 babies that they're looking after in spirit as well. And before she goes, strange, the silence of the lambs, Cheryl. This Nan, I think you've got Nan. She just made me say Nan, so I think this is Nan. But she just made me give you the silence of the lambs. All right, so I don't know whether it's the film or you can take it another way, but I've got to give you the silence of the lambs, and I'm going to leave you with that. Wallpapering as well. Somebody wants to do some wallpapering, but I'll leave you with Marcus to finish off. There you go.
Remember me talking about Deb before we come on?
Yeah.
Cheryl, I said I was going to put my Welshness on because I wasn't going to wear a tie tonight. And I've got the Welshness, and I can understand now. And as Deb said, the Silence of the Lambs, I got Anthony Hopkins, and I'm separating that you should be able to link with the name of Hopkins, but also I think that you might know someone that knows, that knows Anthony Hopkins. To be totally honest with you,
There you go.
I really do, Cheryl. I really do, because it was such, as Deb said, it was such a strong feeling that I've got. Look, everybody can talk the hind legs off a donkey, but it's the stories that this gentleman's bringing back to me. So there is some sort of story time or something. There's some sort of story time that means something big. But I will also say that, oh, yeah, I've just got it.
Just watch for the decorating, Cheryl, because it might not be you. It might be somebody around you that they're mentioning.
I'm not saying it's this gentleman, Cheryl, okay? But there's also a gentleman that had a brain hemorrhage as well.
Yeah. Oh, name Trevor
I said
as
before,
well. Trevor.
I wasn't going to wear a tie. Yeah.
He mentions Trevor as well, Cheryl. So there's a Trevor somewhere as well. Say hello to.
I think I'm done with the gentleman whoever had the brain hemorrhage. I think that I'm gonna just close that down. But I'll tell you now, Cheryl, he was and is a lovely man. A lovely man. A lovely man. I'll leave that. I don't know if you got any more, Deb.
No, that's it. Sending the love, Cheryl. That's what I got. Sending the love.
And I've just got whatever I said. He's just said to me, whatever you said, put ish on the end of it. I'm good-ish. I'm lovely-ish. He's winding me up, yeah. Oh, dear. Okay.
Trevor. Okay. Mention Trevor.
Have we got another one then, please, Richard?
That's good then.
Mm-hmm. Oh, January the 8th, we've got a late night with the ladies, with Jane, Polly and Kate. A free evening of Mystic, a coffee lounge. And is that 17 High Street in Portsmouth? 117 High Street, sorry. As you can see in the advert, so if you can support that, if you're in it, and they're broadcasting from 9 o'clock, so it's a little bit later than normal, an hour or so later than normal, and it'll be a fantastic night, especially with them three, won't it? Let's be honest. You know what I mean? It's an adult. I've just been told it's after the watershed and it's an adult show. And if you're in the area, or if you can travel down to, you can be part of the audience as well. And SBTV will be broadcasted from 9 o'clock on the 8th of January, and it will get a little bit adult, I've just been told. There you go. And it'll be fun. $72, please. Is pick a number then, Deb, please.
17. No. About 5. Claire Smart, are you on, Claire? We haven't got the comments on the screen, Richard. We can see our faces again. So this is Claire's. Okie dokie, Claire. Let's see what we can get for you then, because I've got an older lady with me. I haven't got the younger one yet. If it's the younger one that we're seeing on the screen that's in spirit. But I've got an older lady with me that wants to say hello to you first. And the first thing she's doing with me is she's going as if you're doing a huffing and puffing, or if you need to relax more, you know what I mean? When we've had a busy day and we go home, we go, this lovely Nan, this is Nan here that wants to say hello to you, that's going puffing and puffing, okay? And she's talking about busy, busy, busy. So busy bee, she's calling you a busy bee, as we've all probably been over Christmas, but she's calling you this busy bee. And she's talking about the month of August means something to you. And she's also mentioning the name Sarah as meaning something to you as well. The name Sarah should mean something to you as well. She's talking about that. But if you've got a sister in spirit, Claire, or somebody, or this lady on the screen is sister, or you could, you could class her as a sister. You know what I mean? Because I have got a young lady that your nan's bringing in that I can't see yet. That's talking about being like a sister to you, or that kind of where you were really close. She's talking about that, and it's as if she's talking about you smelling. You've been smelling some sort of perfume or something like that around you. Something nice has been smelt around you, and this is her coming in to say hello to you. You've also been looking at this lady's photograph as well, asking her to come through, or asking for some sort of sign. She says that she's around and about. So you've been sending up your prayers for this lady to come through, this younger lady that's standing here with us at the moment. But she's given me that kind of sister connection, but it could be close friend. You know what I mean? Just talking about you, I don't know whether you've cut your hair recently. She's cutting my hair as if she's talking about you having cut your hair, or thinking of a different style or something like that. She's talking about, and she's talking about things being up in the air, Claire. You know what I mean? Things being up in the air. She's talking about things that aren't things out of your control. She's saying to me that you, Claire, like to be in control of what's going on, but she's saying that things are out of your control at the moment. So there's things going on that are out of your control. But like I say, I've got a nan, but I've also got her bringing this younger person around you as well. Talking about jewellery as well. I don't know whether the young person means that she liked her jewellery or you liked her jewellery, but she's given a necklace to you as well. She's taking one off and giving it to you. Okay, she's taking it off and giving it to you. All right, she's talking about that. So I'll hand over to Marcus for a second. If you've got anything, Marcus.
Well, I've got some stuff, but I don't feel I'm picking up from the photograph, to be honest with you. And I have to be honest, you know. I'm not picking up from the photograph. But Claire, I've got a fair bit of information here, but I feel this is it, and I'm not. As I said, I'm not concerned that I'm not picking up from the photo. If I'm not picking up from the photo, I'm not picking up, and it's that simple. But I feel that I have got a contact, but the contact I've got is a gentleman, and he's talking about someone that had body image issues, he's just talking about somebody had body image issues, and it was getting into someone's mental state, and there was a few confidence issues, sort of lack of self-confidence, and sort of which caused a lot of problems, and it caused either a split up in a relationship or something. Please, Claire, I need a little bit of not guidance. I just need either a little bit of validation I'm on the right track, because also what they showed me, and I don't. This guy's just showing me a few things, and he's also showing me sort of someone that's really, really fit, sort of like, and into spinning classes, those type of things, someone on a spinning bike and saying, it's my uncle, he's talking about his daughter's my cousin. And he's talking, is that me talking about it? It's because I can only see part of the comments, Richard. It's my uncle, and he's talking about his daughter, my cousin. Right. Okay, I understand now. Okay. All right. Okay. And the thing is that with that type of issues and everything else, a lot of people are trying to give sensible advice, and it's as if the advice doesn't want to be taken. My partner says, yes, two different people that are talking about, two different people. All right. Your partner says, right, because it's a bit more than that. It's an obsession, and fitness is an obsession at times because it gets the endorphins going and everything else. And it's as if, and I think the things that she says, something along the lines of, well, yes, I am addicted to fitness, but there's worse addictions, and it's that, and it's everything around there. And I'm feeling quite happy, to be honest, Claire. So I've just got this feeling, and this gentleman now, this gentleman in spirit that's given me the information, he's a bit of a Jack the lad. He's a bit of Jack the lad. He was a bit edgy. He'd say his own words. I was a bit edgy. I used to like to be doing a bit of this, doing a bit of that, doing whatever. He's told me about you should be able to link, or you should know someone that bought a Ringer car. That means the plates had changed or whatever. It was a stolen car and the plates had changed or whatever. But you should know something about that. Yeah, I'm not saying it was you, but he's just so this guy, this gentleman's just saying, he's a bit edgy, and he knew the wheelers and the dealers and everything else. There's someone also this side that either buys and sells a lot of things, like a bit Del Boyish, which is okay, it's just bit of business, isn't it? And I'll just pass over to you, Deb, because I've got a lot of stuff about Claire and what's going on. Yes, that's my Steve.
Well, you carry on, Marcus. Have you got some more? No,
as I say, because it's more about Claire. If you've got the link, you've got the link. I've got this gentleman, and yeah, he's fine, and he'd spend all night with me because he's that type. He'd just sit down and he'd have a little chat, and he'd do this, that, and the other. And I'm trying to get something specific from him. Do you know what I mean? He's just all right. I hope you can take this, Claire. There is someone that's got a turn in the right eye. So as you look at them, they've got a little bit of a turn in the right eye, he's talking. Now, if you've got something, Dev, you go with it.
I haven't got a lot, but I've got this lovely lady back, the younger one, but I still have got the older Nan. I still have got a Nan with me who's telling me she's Nan Claire, so I don't know who she is. But I've got the younger lady back, but she's mentioning the name Jane, so Jane should mean something. Jane's down here. So remember, she's talked about Jane, and she's talking about the month of July means something to you as well. You've held a photograph of this lady up. She's bringing that back in as well. But she's also talking to me about your dreams as well. You're having vivid dreams. Okay, she's bringing in the vivid dreams for you as well. So she's just acknowledging that as well. There is also a wedding coming up, Claire. So watch for the wedding that's coming up. They're bringing that into this year. Well, it's next. Oh, actually, they moved me forward with a year, so it may well be next year now. But she's bringing up that wedding as well. She's also talking to me about swimming lessons for somebody as well. So there's going to be that kind of talk going on about swimming lessons as well for a younger person around you as well. And also we've got Bert from Spirit and also George from Spirit that you'll find that just want to say hello to you as well. Okay, so I hope that was okay for you. I'm handing it back to Marcus.
It was just that this guy is just. I just said, "Oh, just give me something specific, just to enter, so we can move on." And he went, "It's party time! It's party time!" And he's telling me that there was either it was supposed to be like you know where people have a hen weekend or something like that. And he's saying, the thing is, he's talking about where either this hen party or hen weekend changed into a hen week. And he was just saying that it was if there was the prelude to it and this, that, and the other. So that should be a memory, Claire, where a group of people were really partying, really going to town, going whatever, but it was supposed to be either a weekend or a long weekend, but the leading up to it, people got together and it was like whatever. And also there's a biker. There's a biker somewhere. There's a biker somewhere, and he would be attached to a motorcycle club. Either, not saying Hell's Angel or anything like that, but because they just put another chapter in my life. There's another chapter. Oh God, I'm dim at times, I tell you. Oh, your sister said, well, I'll tell you now, that went on and on and on and on and on, Claire, I'm telling you. But when they just showed me the bike, they showed me a motorcycle club, and then they put chapters, so I would put that as either, say Hell's Angels, E-Type, whatever, but they said chapter. There's only other door in the place. Oh, right, okay. There's another chapter in your life, Claire, and it's opening out, and it is something that's close to the heart. There's something that's close to the heart, and oh, right, okay. As mediums, Deb and I, we've worked together numerous times, and I always say, if information comes through, we've got to put it down in a responsible way. And it's a bit information that, I can deal with. It's not a problem. But Claire, it's either 100% right or it's 100% wrong. Okay? It's because this gentleman's telling me of someone that assaulted and beat up big time someone. Okay? They beat them. Because of the crime that the person had done, and it was to do with children. Okay? Now that's either 100% right, and it's not linking to this person or whatever. He's just telling me there was a memory of someone that heard about something happening and went there and really sort of physically assaulted this person, and to them said that they thought they deserved it. So that's what he's just telling me. That's either 100% right or 100% wrong. And hopefully I've put it in a responsible way. But again, just think it's just a memory. It's just a memory. And he's just saying, because they build a picture around us. But there's another chapter in your life, Claire, and it's going to be something that's close to your heart. And the essential oils, somebody works with essential oils, can't take that as brothers in jail for bad Can't take that. His brother's in jail for battering someone.
There you go.
Okay. All right, but I think you'll find that they run things parallel, Claire. Okay, and they will find it. But you understand that he's somebody in jail. Okay, and I'll just leave it at that.
I've just got to talk with something totally different, and it's Chinese. Somebody likes Chinese food, and he's talking to me about especially egg fried rice. So I don't know who likes Chinese food around you, Claire. Egg fried rice, and also he's talking about some little ones, so children that are. He did say to me acting lessons. So I think somebody's going to be a little actor or actress. He's bringing that in as well, just aware of that. But that's it. There you go. That's all I've got. So thank you, Claire.
Still doing 12 years. Well, the thing is, Claire, if you have a chat either to there, that person will know someone also in a very similar situation for doing it to someone in the situation that I said. I really feel that. But I'll say it's just information. It's just information. She lives on Chinese food. She had it like, oh, lovely.
Obviously watching you then, aren't they?
Yeah.
That's good. There you go then. Thank you very much.
Don't forget the somebody with the essential oils, Claire. Okay.
Tell daughter she's a drama queen at 18 months. Oh, there you go. Obviously aware of that.
And somebody that does this. Somebody smokes the wacky backy. Oh, you can go there. I thought when they were doing the essential oils, I thought, they're just making a smell with my fingers, and they got me rolling a joint there, and they're saying, somebody smokes the wacky backy. There you go. There you go. All right.
That's it. Right then. Wait for what?
Oh, right.
We've done.
God, that went quick.
Yeah. What's the time?
Quick. Well, hopefully everybody's enjoyed it tonight. Richard just said that was that we're done, and hopefully people have enjoyed it. There are a couple of technical issues, not from Richard's side, because he does absolutely fantastic work. It's where we get the foundation, and I can see the comments coming up now, because there is a bit of a delay. And as Richard said right at the beginning, when you sign on to any of the shows, please like and follow, because without you liking and following on Facebook, you can't see your comments, so you won't be able to get a reading. And thanks again, Deb, for inviting me along.
Thank you. It's our show. We're joint. We're partners in crime, Marcus.
Yeah, but you're an ex-police lady. You'd arrest me.
Well, I could probably think of a few things I could arrest you for, I think.
Oh, dear. She's rattling my skeletons in my closet now, isn't she? Yeah.
Crime. Hopefully, if you like us, tell Richard that you like the show, and then we can work together again and keep it going a little bit. Keep Richard and the prep.
Thank you very much, love. Yeah.
Oh no, but I'll walk away from Richard. I'll tell you afterwards of a way that might help you.
Yeah, Deb and I've worked quite often together, and we do a lot of charity things, haven't we? So, thank you very much, Elaine. Hopefully, people have enjoyed it.
Thank you. Thank you. Shall we go?
Oh, is he?
That's good.
Hello. Nice little bit of feedback. It's well worth it.
Oh, that's good.
Right. Goodbye, everybody. Happy New Year.
Everybody.
Don't forget to look on the site for the voting.